got a fun one for you this week, bitches.
That's right. Are you ready to talk about making your dreams come true in Hollywood while looking like a model?
Are you ready to talk about what it's like to have power and trauma?
When those things
When
combine, you become
get
successful.
a star.
That's right. Media mogul, actor, writer extraordinaire, Dewayne Perkins is on the show today.
And it's a wild one, bitches, so enjoy.
Get ready.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-91.
What?
80 or email us sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you some used to affection as a ref sloppy seconds with Big Dipper people.
The words?
I'm Meatball, and that's Big Dipper. I'm on my third Red Bull.
It's crank, as they would say, Crank City.
I'm cranked. Sugar free.
It's did Christina Aguilera do red hair?
No, but it is very much like when she did it in Blonde and Black for Dirty.
Right,
When she, in fact, was black.
I feel like I tee you up for that joke every
Do
time.
you remember that, though? Those were different times.
Do you like comedy?
Yes.
Do you like social commentary?
Yes.
Do you like being pretty and looking like a model and being successful?
Never happened.
Well, get ready for all that. Please welcome our very special guest today,
Dewayne Perkins! Ow, bow, 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 bow.
Oh my God, thank you. That was a great intro. More people should say that. The pretty part.
That you're pretty and
Yes,
successful.
thank you.
And a model.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
So nice to see you.
Likewise, how are you two?
You know,
Good.
yeah, doing it.
I'm not convinced.
Okay. 100% honest with you, I got home from New York at 1:30 this morning. So I slept for maybe 45 minutes and then got into drag for this.
Okay.
So baby, I'm cranked on the Red Bull.
Oh, you just say third, and I said yikes on the
Well,
inside.
That's why my stomach was growling.
Oh, it's saying
It's
help
help
me.
me. Please don't kill me.
There are people, though, in this world who really still don't truly know what water is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, they'll just spend the day drinking Red Bulls.
Yes, I had my last writer's room. Everybody drank coffee, and I didn't. So I was like, oh, I'll just drink a Red Bull to stay up. And by the third or fourth day, I was feeling crazy, and they were like, yeah, you've drank a Red Bull every day, and I don't drink a lot of caffeine. And I was like, now I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And some people get addicted to it. I know that there's some people that they just drink coffee 3 or 4 cups every morning. And that's you.
I'm a big coffee drinker.
And then he'll drink enough water, but then in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, you go in for more coffee.
I do, and I now, it's always the thing, my mom used to always say, oh, I can't have chocolate after 5 p.m. I'll be up all night. The caffeine. I am now of the age, an older age.
45.
Thank you. But I'm now of the age that if I do drink coffee past 5 p.m., I will be up late. It's a new thing. We learn and grow and change every day.
What is late?
To
What is
me,
late to you?
Past midnight is late.
2, 3.
Whoa.
Oh, you're a night
What
owl.
time are you
Not
waking
the
up?
gasp.
We are early
I go to
risers.
bed at 11:30. What time are you?
Oh.
So you're going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning. What time are you getting up to begin your day?
8:39.
Okay, that's productive.
Yeah,
that's
that's
normal.
great.
You just actively don't need as much sleep as most people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's the best, but that's what I'm working with.
I love that. That's a great way to come to the
Uh-huh.
table. Okay, so most of our listeners will probably know you from your movie The Blackening,
Oh, nice.
which came out last year.
Yes, last summer.
I mean, this is a broad stroke question,
Do it.
but how was it for you to see an idea from its infancy all the way up to the biggest version of itself? That movie came out of a sketch
Mhm.
that then sort of got developed into the movie, and then the movie happened and was released in theaters. That's the success story.
Yes.
Was that fun? You always ask questions like that. You're always like,
Fun.
how was that?
How was that for you?
It was very affirming in the sense of I've always kind of moved in a I think I'm great kind of vibe. But being I just don't think people know yet. They just don't know what I'm capable of. So then to have something that like followed me in that way as my career was like growing, it was kind of like this constant reminder, be like, I knew I had something. And so that was like a great confidence booster. Um, and then it brought a lot of good, like a lot of other opportunities spawned from it. So it just was kind of like the origin of my career, like in general. And I think it's beautiful that the origin of my career came from me at a time where there was nothing for me to create art, but for the sake of creating art. So it feels very like pure.
That's
So I love it.
awesome.
It was such a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Sashir rented out a movie theater and like invited all of her friends to go watch it. And I was dying the whole time. So tell me, what was
Thank
the
you.
sketch? Like, how did you extend a sketch out from like a stage sketch to then Comedy Central, then to a full movie?
Yes, I was working at a comedy institution in Chicago, and they had
Don't
like
say their name.
I will not. That's why I said
Okay.
comedy institution.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I kept it quite
Just kidding.
general.
Yes, you did.
You won't get free promo from me. But we were doing an all black sketch show, and it was like a big deal because they had a race problem, and so we needed like an opening sketch for that particular show. And I remember I was on my couch, I was like a little high, and I was watching horror movies, and I was just like, oh, like that would be really cool to kind of parallel the experiences of like the black people at this institution to like horror, and how we were all kind of like token off at one time. So then if we all come together, like if we were all in a horror movie, like if they had to pick like who's the blackest of the tokens, how would they do it? So that kind of paralleled to black people's relationship in horror movies. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea, that if we were all in a horror movie and the black person had to die first, then how would they decide? They'd have a competition, or like we'd have to like talk about
I
race
just keep thinking
in a
about the
way
movie.
where like you're not necessarily saying like I'm the blackest, but you're trying to speak to like the parts of you that are not seen as black to save yourself. So that's like a backwards way into the commentary of talking about like what is blackness.
Yeah.
So it was like very layered. I thought I was like so deep. I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then and then that was put up in Chicago. Then it moved to DC in like this bigger theatrical show. And then my improv group Three Pete had a web series deal with Comedy Central, and that was a sketch that I submitted to be filmed. So they picked that one first. So we like filmed it, they put it up, and then it went viral. And then that's when Tracy Oliver saw it and was like, hey, this should be a movie. And I was like, bet. Okay. Because again,
The correct
I
response.
was like, well, I never did a movie, but like, I feel like I can do it. Just be delusionally confident. You could do anything.
I'm jealous.
And so then, then we wrote it. It was bought. It got into TIFF where it premiered, and then it was bought by Lionsgate, and then it premiered in America at Tribeca, and then it came out in the summer. It was truly crazy. Like,
it made money.
So fast.
It
It did make a
did.
ton of money.
That's amazing.
Rich.
Relatively.
What, aside from yourself, was anyone from like the original sketch in Chicago involved all the way up to the movie? Like any of the actors, or like did anyone sort of
No,
glom on?
just me.
Just did you get any emails about that?
No. Oh,
Text?
I originated the role.
no. I think that like Three Pete, like they're still my closest friends right now, and the purpose of community is like knowing that it's like us versus them and not them versus us. So even throughout this process, when we first got it, they were like, "Oh yeah, like you wrote the sketch, like we were actors, and like we're your friend. Like absolutely, go do this opportunity." And they know that like I didn't have any power. Like they know how the system works, so it would be kind of, to be frank, dumb to have any feelings, knowing that like I was just like pulled up by some people just being like, hey, come do this thing. So yeah, there's been nothing but support, and they know that like if I could, they would. Like
Yeah.
Right.
they know. My people are always at the front of the line.
Love that.
I'm a very much open the door, leave it open. Please come. I don't want to be by myself.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
One thing I loved in the movie also is like, you know, I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so I'm no expert on the genre. But anytime I find a movie that I deem not too scary and that I can watch on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m. while the sun is shining bright, I'm always sort of amazed at the like scenes in between the murders when people are like running from stuff or doing stuff and then choose to hash out their interpersonal dynamic. And I always just think to myself, I'm like, just keep running. Like you'll deal with that later. And what I loved is that you elevated that in the movie. And that was actually like the majority of the movie was like hashing through like all of the like the friend group drama. And that, you know, made it just so much more layered and fun to watch.
Thank you. I really am like obsessed with like horror movies and movies in general. I'm just like a really big nerd. So it was very fun to like try to make it as like smart as possible, but also like imbuing as much as I could. There's so many references. There's so many things that I'm like directly making fun of. There's just like a lot that we put in it. And it's always nice to hear like different people's like what they got from it. Because like that's like you're the first person to like point that out specifically. And I'm like, thank you.
Ooh. What's your favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
It kind of ranges. Like Candyman is like a very special movie to me because it was like the first horror movie that I felt real because it was filmed where my cousins lived. I mean, like, oh, I have family in Cabrini Green. That's where Candyman is. Like, it was just like my child brain could not separate that. Like, this is not real. How is right there. So that is like a very special horror movie that like just like stuck with me for a long time. But I really love The Bride of Chucky. That
was really camp.
Like yeah, like as a kid, like and me kind of forming my like point of view, like the horror comedy aspect of that was like an awakening for me because I remember the poster was like a parody of like the Scream poster, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then to see that movie where like we know the bad person is like Chucky, but we're still like rooting for him because he's like the protagonist, and to like see kind of that shift in that series, I thought was just like really like moving the genre, and like that's what I think like really made Chucky like an icon, like by himself, and not just like a horror figure.
And they just keep making more and more Chuckies and a TV show.
And I watched the series. It's pretty good.
I know it's really good.
I enjoy it.
Would you ever make like a sequel to your story? I know that there's like the huge twist at the end and we all know who the killer is, but like, would you do a second one? Would they go on vacation again?
I would.
Ooh.
Yes. There was actually an announcement not too long ago that there's talks of such a thing.
Ooh.
An announcement not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
Well, listen, the strike's over now, so.
Everyone's back in those writers' room, chugging coffee and typing away.
They said, hurry the fuck up.
We did things and it did well.
Let's take a quick break, but we will be right back, and we're going to talk about writers' rooms. If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving, so you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppyseconds.
hims.com/sloppyseconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. And we're back! Has anyone ever scratched their nose in front of you like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to be a
Yes.
first.
Have you had a
person.
human experience?
Have you been in front of people?
Never, no.
So you have done a lot of work in Hollywood, in the entertainment world.
Yes.
And a lot of that is in writers' rooms.
Hmm.
So you wrote, let's see if I have the list right. Saved by the Bell reboot. You did work on
Yes,
that.
What a wonderful job.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
Michelle Wolf's show.
That was my first job.
That was your
yes.
first job.
Mm.
How long did that show? Was that like 2 seasons? 1 season?
I think it was 1 season, I
Okay.
believe.
And then Amber Ruffin's show too.
Yes.
And that comes with an Emmy nomination for
It
you
did.
as well.
Ooh.
What is your experience in writers' rooms? How are they different? Like how? Like I assume everyone is totally different, but ultimately, everyone you're trying to do the same thing, which is like write a TV show.
Yes. I mean, I would compare it to like any other job where kind of the vibe of the room is dictated by like a managerial figure.
Mm.
So it really does just it's based on like who's leading the room and how they and like what system they've created to try to get the most out of their writers. And there's different methods. Some people are just like, oh, we're just like gonna be here for a long time because like it takes a long time to do it. And I'm like, okay, well, in their
Good.
experience,
You would hate
I would be
that.
like, I got a hard out every day.
so like, and their experience, like that's what it was. Like, oh, they've come from rooms where like that is how that culture of that space was upheld. And then there's other rooms where I and this is one of my favorite bosses. They were like, "Yeah, no, if we have nothing to do, I will not be using your time. Like I have stuff to do, so I can only assume y'all have stuff to do. So unless we know every day what we are doing, I will not tell you to come."
Oh wow.
And I was like, "Ah, what a good leader."
And
What
would
a good leader.
would you think that like they were equally as productive or even more productive on the one where you weren't required to be there all the time?
I think that it also that's objective. And I think and for me in writers' rooms, I know what I'm being hired for. Like
Mm.
it's not necessarily my job to change an environment. It's
Mm.
for me to bring what I can bring and hope that like that is helpful to like whatever the creative is to the show. Um
I think
wow.
my phone
And
is
it happened in the
broken
last
because I
episode
put it on
too.
silent then.
Can I
Um,
ask you a question while he does this very embarrassing thing of
yeah,
turning his phone to silent? Were you responsible for making Jesse Spano do the striptease scene in the reboot?
absolutely not.
Who was responsible for that? They need an Emmy. That was the best thing I'd ever seen.
I think Saved by the Bell is still like such a funny show.
Yeah.
And I think it's very underrated. Like the amount of jokes that were just in it. The cast was very talented. The writers were very talented. Um, I think Tracy is a fantastic showrunner. Like it was just a really cool experience, and I got to be on it. That was fun as
Oh
well.
yeah. Did you feel like you needed to go back and rewatch old episodes to like research it, or it was like a new vibe?
Oh no, like I was a fan of Saved by the Bell. But it is a new thing.
Yeah.
And I came in later, like as a consulting producer. So they wrote like a lot of it. Then I came in and like went over and like added stuff. But it wasn't I didn't have like a humongous hand in kind of what the season is. That I will give that all to the writers and Tracy. But yeah, it was just like a very like because when you certain environments are created and then you kind of just come in them, you just kind of have to adjust. And that was one that was just like a very easy environment to come into,
Mhm.
give your best, and then be like, "Wow, that was great. All right, bye." And I really do think like that's what the job should be. You just kind
Yeah.
of come in. You're like, okay, we're out here to like make stuff up.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we do
Play
it.
pretend.
Tell some jokes, and then go home.
Is that do you bump up against like some egos and some personalities, especially if you're brought in later to a process, like later seasons or in a consulting way to like punch stuff up or make it, I don't know, better, more inclusive? Were they ever using you like that? Where they were like, oh, you have a unique personality that these 12 people don't have?
I mean, I feel like that's every job. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm hired in the first place.
Mhm.
I mean, my first couple jobs, I was the only black person, and I was
Oh
just like,
really?
and I was just like, oh, well, okay, cool. Like this is not my favorite dynamic, but
Right.
I'm here, and it's not like they're saying, Dewayne, say black shit. I'm just like,
Mhm.
nah, I'm gonna just say the shit that I want, and that may be black, maybe gay, and maybe just regular shit. And so I think that like I've never, even though I felt tokenized, I never like really embodied that because you're just gonna get what you're gonna get.
Mhm.
And then hopefully, my next jobs, I wish for the best and be like, ooh, please don't let me more people. And that's why I'm always like, I'll give away
Yeah.
advice. I'll help anybody. Like, please come. Like that
Right.
is the whole point. Like you can't I don't want to change things by myself. Like,
Yeah.
please help me.
That's really incredible.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in your position, I would say, sometimes tend to like gatekeep. Like they feel like, oh, I got here, so it's for me, and I'm gonna work with the people that are here on my level instead of like trying to bring people up with them.
Yes, I think coming up in Chicago and like having relationships like 3P, having like actual like some of my closest people in my life that do this work with me, I think I only got where I am because of them. Like Saved by the
Mm-hmm.
Bell, I got because of Shantira Jackson, who's on 3P. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was directly like Amber Ruffin. I knew her from Second City. Like, and we all work very hard because we know what we're faced against.
Mm.
So I don't see any way like how it serves me to gatekeep,
Mm-hmm.
because what is that going to do? I'm going to enter a space and then be mad because I have no backup, and I have no support. Like it just I see the systemic issues and there's just no solution without community in my mind.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Because selfishly, that's gonna make it better for me.
Right.
Come on, please. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I want to have as much like fun. Like I said, like my best jobs have just been like easy and fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel very grateful to have the jobs that I have. But to have like a really cool job that's like bad, you're just like, why? Like it doesn't have to be.
I know a couple
Oh.
people who have really cool jobs, and then I'm like, how is that? And they're like,
I hate
so
it.
stressful and
Yeah.
awful. Like the
Always
title,
trying to quit.
the email signature looks legit as fuck, but like the actual job sucks.
I'm just like, y'all know what this is, right? Y'all know we are. This is make
It's all
believe.
fake. It's
Oh
all
my
pretend games that we're
God.
playing.
It should be
Do you-
fun.
Do you like with some of these discussions and deadline articles and whatever about different development things, like are you excited to be in charge, or do you more like adding little bits and pieces here? Like, do you want to be a showrunner?
Oh, I'm obsessed with power.
Really?
I think that's the whole game.
Say.
It's impact,
Got a little warm in
power.
Yeah, I got hot. Say that one more time.
Impact, power. I like that is the goal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good at being a worker, but that's not my instinct. I just love it's that again, that delusional confidence. I love my mind. I love the person that I've become. So I want to be able to make the things that I want in my brain come to life, as I've seen others do.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of barriers that stop that from happening are annoying. And in order to move them, I need power.
Absolutely. I mean,
Well said.
that's
Well
yeah.
said.
You
I
just
don't often
described the
think
whole
about
thing.
barriers in work as annoying, but that's really what they are.
Truly, just
like I'm like,
move.
oh, this is frustrating, and how do I solve this? Blah,
Maybe
blah, blah. And
power.
It's like it's annoying.
Yeah, it's just like I just saw that person do it and they didn't have that. That's annoying.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's it.
So what do I gotta do?
Yeah, what do I have to do to make this happen?
Get some power.
I want to talk a little bit about Chicago.
Yes.
He is from Chicago.
Yes, but whenever real like actual Chicago natives come on, I have to clarify that I'm from Evanston.
I love that. Thank you.
Yes, because
It's a thing.
Drag her ass.
well, it's sort of like people who like are from West Covina but say they're from LA.
Oh yeah, or I'm from Houston, but I'm actually from like
Katy,
Katy,
Texas.
Texas.
Right.
Mhm.
So, you grew up in a Chicago zip code.
Yes.
But what about Chicago, or growing up in Chicago, like made you lean towards comedy, or what did you like see when you were younger that you were like, I like that, I want to do jokes and funny things?
I think generally like performing was just like a thing that I really liked. Like I really like dancing. I would like watch music videos and be like, oh, this looks fun. Like and like just copy that. So like comedy wasn't like really a thing for me until high school. And I kind of just like fell into it. I was just kind of figuring out like who I was. I was just like I played football for like a while. Then I was like, oh, this is aggressive. Like, oh boy.
All these barriers.
I was like,
Annoying.
truly, I
You are
said,
annoying.
stop chasing me. Oh my God. And that was the whole thing because I was a running back. They would just give me the ball,
Oh,
and I'd be
damn.
like, "Stop giving me the ball. I don't want
I don't
this for
wanna
me.
get tackled."
Please stop. I don't like this." So then I quit, and then I joined my school's dance team
Mm.
because I was like, love dancing. But at that point, I was still in the closet, and I was like, it was truly just me, and then the only other out gay boy in the school, and I said, "Oh no, they're all gonna know."
Ugh.
So I quit that as well.
Oh, no.
I know, but I would still be dancing at home in the closet. And then my junior year of high school, I remember it's very like Degrassi vibes. Like I was like walking down the hall trying to figure out like what am I gonna do next? Like who am I?
And there's an internal voiceover play.
Truly. I had on a green sweater, I remember, because I was like gripping the ends, just being like, what am I gonna do next? And I heard like a commotion. I was just like, who are these kids making noise? And and I went
It
to
was
and
the
like
theater
yes, and it was a bunch of theater kids, and they had just finished casting for like the 10 short comedies. There was like that was the fall like play. They were doing 10 short comedies. And I walk in and I'm like, looks like they're having so much fun. Like, what is this? So I talked to the drama teacher and was like, how can I be involved in this? And she was like, well, you just missed it. Like we just cast it all. And I was like, oh. But she was like, oh, but you can just like be here, like hang out, like help, like do like crew stuff. And I was like, sure, why not? This seems fun. And then by the end of that process, I was in so many things. I had like my own thing. Like people kept like dropping out, and I would just be like, "Oh, I'll do it."
Oh my
And there was like
goodness.
one scene where I was playing like 3 characters at once, and I was just like switching hats, and I was just like, "This is so much fun." And everybody around me was like, "Oh, you're really taking to this." And then so I did that, and that was like my first play, and I was like, "This is so much fun." And then she was the director of the musicals and also the school's improv team, so she was like, "Come do that too," and I was like, "All right." And then I just found out that like, I was like really good at it. And then she convinced
Wow.
me. I have like a stand up joke about it because I said like she like blindsided me, but like the movie because it was like this.
She's Sandra Bullock.
Yes, very much.
Uh-huh.
She was like, little black boy, you should go do theater. And I was like, what is that? That's real? I thought this was just for fun. And she was like, no, you can go to like a conservatory. Like you can like do it for real. So I was like, sure, white woman. So I auditioned for one school and I was like, if I get in, then I'll go. Sarah Miller. I actually just ran into her recently.
Really?
And she, during the strike, because her husband is also a writer.
Wow.
And we reminisced. And she was like, look at you now. And I said, look at you, Sandra Bullock. But yes, I auditioned for one school and I got in. So I was like, oh, I should go do theater. So then I went to acting school and then I got cut from the acting program.
Because you were too good?
I was
DePaul University.
I was explaining this
drag their ass.
concept to some people who were like, wait, you apply to college, you pay your money to go
Mhm.
to the school, and then they can get rid of you?
Yes. They took 48 freshmen, and then by the second year, they had to cut half.
Mm.
And
That's one of the more like cutthroat. There's only
Yes.
a few that still do it.
they
Yeah,
they
right?
ended
Our-
it, I think, like the year after me.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it was not great.
Also, bad business decision. You know what I mean? If you got all these people.
Yes, and it's very funny. There's this like running joke because honestly, I don't think the school really knew what to do with like queer black men.
Mhm.
And that's also one of the reasons I started doing comedy because I was just like, this is not fun. I'm just like playing like an abusive father in this play, that old angry man in that play, and me being like, I am so young and fun. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Wait.
What's the running joke?
Oh, right. So they basically 3 years in a row they cut Terrell McCraney,
Uh-huh.
then Jeremy
Jeremy
Harris,
O'Harris,
and
yeah.
then me, and we were all like, "Well, like
Seems like a pattern.
guys."
Seems like you're cutting the lead star talent here.
Ooh.
Fuck.
And then we all went to do our thing, and we were all like, "Well, look at that!" Like,
Yeah.
I do think that is like the intersection of our identities, and also just like being challenged that way so young and being like, "Oh, you gonna cut me? oh, I'm gonna be successful just so you can regret it. Like, how dare you? I'll show you. And I auditioned for NYU that after they cut me, and I got in, and then I couldn't afford to go. So then
They don't do scholarships.
No, it was a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, so I have to do this on my own. And then I saw that Second City was one stop away on the train, and I went to see one of their shows, and I was like, I think I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where I went there, and then comedy, yeah. So that's how it all started.
That's amazing.
That's incredible. Do you still feel like you still have that drive of like, I got cut, but I'm still better than, well, not better, but
No, I feel like that was just like at that age, that was like a very like fundamental moment of my like transformation as I grew up.
Right.
But that just helped me like recognize similarly to just like existing in systems and how your perception of yourself versus your perception of how others see you in that space will probably never match. But knowing how to be aware of what they are seeing so that I can navigate it in a way that's beneficial to me.
And that passion for dance hasn't really left you because
No.
I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm imagining this, but I feel like the last time I saw you do stand up was a while ago.
Yeah.
I think up here actually, like in North Hollywood somewhere. But I feel like you
it's just a funny name of a place.
it was like right after I moved to LA, so maybe, I mean, not there, but up the road. But did you ever like, you know, just be like, hit it, DJ, at the end of your stand-up set or at the start of it and do a little dance? Because I feel like I've seen you dance in between jokes or something.
No, I used to do solo sketch comedy.
Oh, okay.
And I used to have a lot of dance in there. So I did dance for like a very long time. I did like some like companies. I like during college, and like I was dancing and doing comedy at the same time. And they were just like a lot. So I had to choose at some point. And I was like, well, I can still like incorporate everything I've learned in dance with comedy.
Yeah.
And then I remember my very last audition, I was just like mentally was also like, I'm not strong enough. Because I auditioned for the Paris Opera Ballet. They were doing like a sit down. And they like, it started with them being like, hey, everybody take off your shirts. And they just kind of went down the line and was like, no. And I was like, yes, this is how this works. But also, oh my God, I did book it.
Okay, slay.
But
you said model.
But for the people that didn't, I said, oh, what if I wasn't one of them?
Yeah.
That's too much. And then just like kind of knowing, I'm always like seeing like what's the road that's gonna like leave me the most happiest. And I just knew that like what I would have to commit to dance to be successful at it, which is like a little more than I wanted to give, which is like my body has to look a certain way. I have to like just do a lot more that I just knew even at that point that I was like, that's a lot. It's hard on your body. And at the time, comedy, I was just like, oh, I see the pool. I think I could do this. Like the bar was a little lower, to be honest.
So, Mom, I'm a big fish. Put me in the pond.
And I said, okay, I'm seeing what y'all giving. I can give this.
I can give this.
And more.
And a little bit
dancing,
more.
I said, whew, I got to give a lot.
All of my friends that were dancers have like stopped dancing by the age of like 32.
Well,
34.
yeah,
They're
that's
like, my body's
retirement
given
age.
out, my knees click. And I was like, so now for the rest of your life, you're just going to hurt?
I had an ACL reconstruction last year.
Really?
From dancing too hard?
From my dance class, yeah. And I'm not even doing it professionally no more. I was just in a dance class being like, this is fun.
Snap.
And then I did like a little pivot too quick, and then boom.
That's my biggest fear. I broke my hip doing drag.
What'd you do?
Cartwheel on an unsturdy stage.
Oh.
And it moved, and so did I.
Mm.
Then I fell. And it was to Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody.
No.
So I was crawling around going, help, help.
They all thought it was
help
part of the gig.
me. And they all thought it was a joke. And then the song ended and the EMTs came. And they cut me right out of that costume. And they were like, you need to go to the hospital.
What was that healing process like? Did you have to get
About
like a hip
6 months of just like taking opioids and laying around.
Nice.
To kill the pain. Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, no, it's
You
not a good
launched a
time.
sickening GoFundMe though.
Oh yeah, baby. They had to because I was okay. So I mean, it's not that important, but my insurance would not pay for me to see a specific doctor in time. They were like, "Oh, you can see him in 2 months," and I was like, "But I'm in pain now," so I had to make a GoFundMe to pay to go see a doctor one time.
America,
It was disgusting.
America, this is you.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
And we're back. You know Wicked?
I do.
You excited for that movie?
Yeah, that's a very special musical in my heart. That was the first musical I ever saw.
Where'd you see it?
Where'd you see it?
Chicago.
Oh, because didn't it open in Chicago and then they moved it to Broadway?
It was there for like 100 years.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what theater it was at.
It was at the Orpheum across from Borders because they had a giveaway where you would put your name in a hat.
A witch's
and they-
hat?
Yeah, and then they pick your name out, and I won the raffle.
Oh, that's
Oh
even
my
more
God.
special.
And
That's
so how many
magical.
times have you seen-
And,
How many times have you seen it?
I don't even know. Like,
Okay, so what do you think about the second act? Because I think you could go and see the first act and then just kind of leave.
no, the second act gives the drama.
I mean, yes, it does have the more dramatic songs, but they also try to shoehorn in the Wizard of Oz story.
That's my
where it
favorite
doesn't-
part.
Yeah, that's the commercialability.
I
of
told
it.
you that with the movie, I hope they because they're trying to make the movie. It's going to be two
It's two
movies.
parts.
I hope that they really extend all of that shoehorning where it's like, and that one was the
Well,
scarecrow.
yeah, they said
and
it's
this
going to
is
be
like-
involve more of the book too. Which
and
the
I'm
book is really good.
excited to see all of that happen in the movie. So I like when they do that because
Me too.
it still gives that magical thing where you're like, oh, that's
Yeah, it really like combines
Mhm.
the new and the old because you're like, oh,
Take it from a writer.
but just from like it really does like just changes the point of view of the camera,
Mhm.
so you feel like you're in on something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see her little shadow skip away.
You're like, oh, little fucking dog, yeah.
Yeah. I
Now-
just went and saw The Wiz,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they didn't have a dog.
Because the black people's history with dogs,
But it's in the.
civil rights.
I could have sworn in the
It's in the
movie she has a
movie.
dog.
Yeah, but this production,
This production, Wayne
they
Brady said
said-
no dogs.
they said,
I
He
have,
was really good. He was dancing up a storm in
he
it.
plays the Wiz.
Yeah.
I love Wayne Brady.
I do too.
He's
I
so
have-
talented.
I
I
know.
saw him in Hamilton, and I said, "This motherfucker is."
He was in
eating."
Hamilton?
Yeah.
He can like really sing and dance. Like he was
Mhm.
up there keeping up with these people.
Yeah.
I have tea on the whiz.
Well, let's.
What
Do
is
you want to
it?
hear some tea on the wind?
Sure.
It might not be that piping, but you said that you saw it, and then a friend of mine who knows about things texted me.
Well, let's get into it.
Because you were saying that you sat down and they announced a different Dorothy,
Yes.
and that was
And the whole-
disappointing.
No, the audience went. You sat down, the lights go off, they tell you to turn your phones off, and they went, Dorothy tonight will be played by her understudy. And the audience went, oh. And that girl, is just standing in the wings
like-
ready to go on, and she had to be like,
She said, "Okay, stay in it.
Yeah.
Stay in it."
So the info is read the Wiz and understudy Dorothy. If they announced it, it means the other Dorothy called out after the house opened. The announcement is now a last resort so the company stays in compliance with union rules. Most shows now do understudy announcements as a QR code in the playbill.
That's what I said. And there was nothing in the playbill, and there was no announcement outside.
So that means she called out after the house opened. When I was doing some cursory research on you on Wikipedia, why does Wikipedia always do this to famous people?
Oh my
on
God.
their personal
On the personal,
life?
I think it's terrible.
Perkins is gay.
I think it's crazy.
Perkins is gay.
I would-
Period.
Perkins is gay.
And then they cite two places.
two
two
sources.
two
Oh,
sources of
excuse
this
me.
factory.
Excuse me.
What is
Whoa.
that?
That's. I think we should start doing that to everyone's page. Why doesn't it? Why can't I go to?
Does yours say that?
I don't have a page.
Oh.
Does Denzel Washington page says he's straight? Well, he does have like a
That-
family
that
and stuff.
probably, yeah.
But
But there are more facts about your personal life that are easy to get. Perkins is from Chicago.
Yes.
Perkins is
they
gay.
said Perkins is a fag.
Ah,
I used
sweetie.
to have it
computer said
as
fag.
my Twitter like,
Oh. Perkins is gay.
banner, and I made a joke like I was like, this feels like my bully wrote this. Like, why would they? Why would they do that?
And cite it twice.
It's crazy.
Do you What? Because you've lived in Chicago, obviously. You lived in New York for a bit.
Mhm.
Now LA.
Yes.
Where is it best to be gay? Which of those places?
Heaven. Cause
Lord
then,
Jesus,
cause then you know they all were lying.
Yeah.
No. I feel like it's hard to say because my versions of gay changed because every place I went, my class changed.
Mm.
And I think that really plays a lot into
Mhm.
it. Because in Chicago, that was like youthful. Like I was like that was like me finding myself. So that was like a different kind of gay.
Mhm.
Then when I moved to New York, that was like, oh, I'm like working, struggling kind of gay. So that was like different. Then LA was like when I became like more successful. And then I was like, oh, this is like more like a privileged gay.
Mm.
And I wouldn't say it's better, but it's better to have money.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because money makes life easier.
Mhm.
And once I had money, I could do things like have therapy, get massages. And I feel like that gave me just like a better way to like exist.
Mhm.
And so like that's version very nice. But the other two versions I feel like were nice for like different ways.
Mm.
Like if I finding myself with like theater and all that stuff, that was me when like I first came out. And being in acting school and being like, I literally just came out this like past summer, and now I feel like I'm being told to put all of myself back in a box.
Yes.
Mm.
And I was like, I mentally cannot do these two things at the same time. And that is one of the reasons I feel like I got cut, because there was a resistance and me being like, what is this? Like,
Mhm.
this does not feel like what I thought this would be. Because prior to that, there was like no training. I was just like out here on vibes, being like, ooh, I'm just doing shit like acting. You just pretend.
Yes.
Right.
So then like to like have that, to be in that space, I just like, oh, that really formed a big part of my identity by being like, I cannot do this if I cannot be this version of myself that feels the most like myself.
Right.
So I just like keeping that really like allowed me to go to these spaces. Like in New York, I still like kind of had that, but it was really just like such a hard time. New York was so hard. And to come from like Chicago, like it was like very helpful. I like did so much, and I really think it like switched the trajectory of my career. But like as a human being, I was just like, I don't like hustling.
Mhm.
I want life to be easy. Like I'm
Yeah.
tired, and everything I do is to
She
get
said, I want
closer
therapy and massage.
to that.
I
Truly, I
wanna
said,
hustle, baby.
in New York was just like always
It's
asking
a
stuff of me
lot, yeah.
Yes.
in a way that like once I got what I got, I said I have to leave because this can't be constant. Like I'm not strong enough. Like I know who I am. I know where I thrive, and just like the culture of New York was just like I didn't agree with it,
Mm.
which was just like, oh, like it was like it builds character because it is hard. And I do think I met some of the best people there.
Mhm.
And when I go back, I'm like, what a beautiful place. But to live there, I said, I'm too soft. Like I don't want like I don't want to.
That was very me. I just got back in there and I was like, well,
Well,
I forgot the hustle there. Like, and your brain sort of slides back into like that. Or for me at least, I was like, well, we got to do 10 things all day. We got to get out here.
When
we
I
gotta party.
tell you, I said, do you motherfuckers not sleep? Like
They
I am not
don't.
used to this. I said,
And they go, and I'm going to go
Wow.
home and change in the middle of it. I went, baby, I'm staying out.
the New York Times, there's a quote from them about
It says-
you.
Perkins is gay.
No, the quote is one of the queer young comics redefining American humor. Does that is that added pressure? You're like, girl, you can write anything you want. I'm going to stay over here and do what I want to do.
Oh no. I hear that and I say, I agree.
I
How
wish
do
I
we
had
do
that much.
that?
It's the therapy. It's
'Cause,
the money in the therapy.
I think it's the massages.
No,
but
every
have
time
you
I do
seen-
something, I just like
Have you
tear
seen
myself
those
down.
face massages they're doing?
Those
The
limb
gua sha or the
Yeah, any and all of that.
with those like the little things.
little
All I'm
tools.
seeing
Yeah,
on
I bought those.
TikTok-
I try to do it to myself.
All I'm seeing on TikTok are people like full on laying down on massage beds and people going in on their faces, like
It
squirping
moves, like,
around
the fluid in your face.
I want that
Makes you
so
look
bad.
skin.
I
on my
was told
face.
to do it, and I keep forgetting to buy them because it's always like I always forget the sound. Like it's called
Gua sha.
yeah, and then I just be like, I give up. Guasha,
It's
guasha.
like the meme of that lady trying to pronounce quinoa.
Quinoa.
No, but the ones I'm talking about are the people are doing a treatment.
Oh.
They're like masseurs.
I would rather someone do that for me.
I want to go do that.
It
What are
does-
we doing? We're doing body sculpting.
We're gonna get our body cool sculpted.
Oh.
You don't have to worry about that.
We're gonna do the face thing,
We're gonna get you a hairpiece.
and then we're gonna do a toupee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on the to-do list. But just for
You
fun.
want to add anything else?
No.
Therapy.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah. Okay, can I ask you kind of an out-of-pocket question?
Are you gay?
She
No.
she told me today that her therapist knows who I am. So when she's talking about work stuff, he like knows who I am.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it gives context.
I blocked him on Instagram
Your therapist?
Yeah, I don't need
Why
to
do
see
you
one.
know his Instagram?
because I know his full name, so all I had to do was type it in.
Yeah, because
Do
you
you
know
not-
how identities work.
Do you have a therapist?
I had the one who said to me, "You're good to go," and I was like, "You're bad at your job," so I fired him.
I've had a therapist tell me that.
They're like, "Wait, you're
This
successful."
One, this one
You're-"
did say we could go every other week because you seem pretty regulated right now, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, that makes sense. But he's never like, we're good, you're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, they were basically like, "You're healed."
No, if someone ever told me that, I'd be like, you're the problem here. Let's switch this around
That's
and
what
figure out
happened.
No,
what's going
basically-
on with you, baby.
It was just like we got to a point of being like, yes, we have all of the tools. Like, is
Well, then I
either
would
you,
switch and
you
get a
gonna
new
use these
one.
tools or you gonna cope. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to keep talking about the same shit. Like, we
That's
agree.
true.
And
Yeah.
then when I needed therapy again, I got it again. And then I saw a psychiatrist. Like, I feel like it is like I've had therapy since I was like a child. And so
Oh.
there is like a system.
Well, my parents always, every time I tell them that I'm in therapy, they're like, you don't need that. That's mumbo jumbo. That's impossible. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like,
Yeah.
little do you know, you're the problem.
Yes, I had a speech impediment when I was very young.
Oh.
So I had to have it. Like, it was like, I've had it maybe since like kindergarten. And so I would have it like yearly. Then I would have it. I used to run from them in high school because I'd be like, leave me alone. Like, why are you trying to talk to me? And then it went away. And then it came back as an adult. So I had to go back to speech therapy maybe like four or 5 years ago.
What was it?
Just the environment that I was in was very triggering in a way that like caused me anxiety that kind of remanifested like in my larynx.
Wow.
And as an adult going back to speech therapy, I had so much more clarity just about like, oh, I understand this in a way that I did not as a child.
Mm.
Wow.
But yes, and because there's not like a lot of scientific proof as to why people stutter, it's just regular therapy to try to understand like why your body is reacting in this way and trying to pinpoint ways in which we can create systems to try to combat it in real time.
Because as a kid, it kind of feels like punishment going to do something.
Yes.
like
Yeah,
that,
it feels like you
right?
did something wrong.
And as an adult, you're like self-care.
Yes, you're like, please let me know myself better.
I want to ask a couple questions about Twitter
Yuck.
in the comedy space.
Oh.
Because it feels like, obviously, before it was sold and before the name changed and blah, blah, blah.
Eggs.
Yes.
It feels like that was kind of a way people got noticed. Like, people
It
were getting
was.
jobs off of Twitter, and like if you had a fun Twitter presence, like that could like supersede you like writing a spec script because someone could just say like, hey, let's have a meeting or whatever. Did you,
Yes.
what was your relationship to like that kind of social media as a comedian?
I thought Twitter was very helpful for me.
Yeah.
It's very funny, to be honest, because I do think when you're able to see somebody's like brain in that format, it kind of mirrors what a writer's room is, which is you sitting around a room just saying shit. And if a lot of the shit you say is comedic, that could probably lead to you being very helpful in somebody's room. So Twitter definitely got me jobs. And it was a great place to like learn how, like what resonates. There are jokes from like in the blackening that I got from my Twitter. Like I was like, oh, I wrote this tweet and it got 100,000 people to like and retweet it. That is hilarious.
When the diva goes,
Someone
Why would I
else
not
said
use
that.
this?
They
And then I
did the
started,
same.
and then as I got to be more successful, I just stopped putting my jokes on Twitter because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like
I have a
I
place for
now have
these.
enough information that like I can write jokes because
Mhm.
the O'Reilly Auto Parts part of the blackening is a
Mhm.
tweet.
That was a tweet?
Yes. Also, that scene where she says, "Are there any white people that will want to kill us?" And she said, "Yes." This stranger on Twitter said that he was going to kill me because I said that the O'Reilly Auto Parts song is more culturally relevant than the Star Spangled Banner. That exact tweet, I tweeted that, and there was a bunch of people saying that they was going to kill me. Like that was like literally like I
But
took
it's
that
true.
from the internet and put it in a movie because I was like,
So smart.
look at that. Like you're mad and yet I'm putting like you're making me money. Like this is what
Mhm.
this is for. Like, and I think that is I love Twitter for that. I don't think it serves the same purpose now.
No.
But like
No,
it was
it's
very
a
helpful.
void. It's a cesspool. It's a political
It's
nightmare.
sad because it
It's
really
very
was helpful.
sad. It was a thing. All right, we're gonna take a break and be back with our final segment.
O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Ow! And we're back. Oh, wait. I guess that was us coming back.
Sure,
Sure.
we're also back.
We're back.
And it's time for our final segment, which we lovingly call
Fuck Talk.
This is a segment where we share sex stories,
This is the segment where your
illicit,
publicist gets tight.
wild, and crazy stories from our past, present, or
Our
future.
future. We've called some voicemails.
Called?
Yeah.
Go off, sis.
Come on. Larry.
Cool.
I do have some voicemails from some people who called in, so I thought maybe we could give them a listen and react. You could also just hold that up too, if that's easier for you.
Ooh,
There you go.
You feel very Mariah.
yeah, I do.
I always feel very Padma Lakshmi in Glitter,
Because they stole her voice.
and she was bad at singing in the film.
Have you seen Glitter recently?
Not since 9/11.
Don't
Hey, Flex.
do that. They don't want to hear about that.
My husband and I had this man over yesterday, and after he proceeded to give me a really mediocre toothy blowjob and then basically hold my husband hostage for 10 minutes while he came and I just laid there. I was over at the living room the chair in the living room, and he's left his giant plastic cock ring just sitting on our actually really nice chair. I don't know what to do with this right now. Right now it's sitting in a pile next to a get well card from my grandmother and something that I need to bring to the vet for my cat. I don't know what to do with this thing. Do I keep this? Do I be nice and say, "Oh, hey, I have your cock ring,"
No.
or just throw it out?
Throw it out.
I don't want this man back in my house. Okay, let me know. Bye.
Thoughts?
Throw it out. Just throw it out. Who cares? It's just a cock ring.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you throw it out and then erase it from your memory.
Yeah, that sounds like something that you need to really block out.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
crazy.
wanna
A
say-
10-minute hostagey toothy blowjob.
I left a cock ring somewhere.
Ugh.
Was at the dad's house,
Oh, God.
and they kept it for me. And
But you went to return.
6 months later, they were like, "Found the cock ring." It was under their bed.
Toss it. I say hey, guess what? I say toss it, especially if you don't ever want to see him again. Or if you live in an apartment, go down to the first floor, put it on the door handle.
Oh.
I mean, wash it. Put it on the door handle and be like, you can come grab it. It's there.
Oh, I see. Or
Oh.
you could just put it in a bag.
Or like an envelope.
Yeah. Just out of the street. You don't have to put it on the door
'Cause
handle.
that's crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Alright.
put it in an envelope.
Here's the follow-up, though.
Oh,
There's a
same
follow-up.
call?
So the second I hung up, I realized that tomorrow was a garbage day, and yeah, it's in the garbage. So sorry if you told me I should keep it. Maybe I'll stick it on my front stoop with a sign that says free and somebody wants it. Thanks. Love you guys. Goodbye.
That reminds me of a time that me and my friends were like walking through the East Village, and I think like a sex shop had closed.
In what city?
New York, concrete jungle. You know that one?
Wet dream
Tomato.
tomato.
Do you know whose song that is?
Huh?
Who sings that song?
Of the two singers, whose
Whose
song
song is
is
it?
it?
It's Jay-Z, but Alicia Keys has like a solo version. I heard it in a barbershop once, and I said, "What are all these verses?"
Where did it go? Yeah, she has Empire State of Mind Part 2, but it's
Oh.
slowed down.
Yes, and she's on the piano.
And she's on a piano.
Piano.
No, but I always thought that that was her song, and then I went to go perform it one time, and I realized there was like so much Jay-Z,
Yes.
and I didn't know it at all. So now I do a performance of it where I just fast forward through the Jay-Z and just do her part. So I was walking down the street in the East Village, and I guess like a sex shop had closed or some sort of sex fiend had just moved out, but there was a box that said free, and in it was just the craziest amount of cock rings and dildos and like toys and fleshlights. And it
What'd
was
you
like one
do?
of those big moving boxes, like a Home Depot moving box filled with it. Isn't that insane?
What'd you do?
I'm not using someone else's sex toys. So we laughed at it, probably took a photo on our flip phones.
But I thought
then
you said
kept
a
moving.
sex store closed. That's just back stock inventory.
But
No,
was it, like,
I didn't
loose?
know what it was. It
Loose?
looked like a sex toy. They were loose.
Oh,
They
see.
might have been the ones that were out on
Display.
on the
Yes,
display.
just loose. No, that's
That's a lot of hands
Are
touching.
cock rings like a expensive thing?
No.
Yeah.
It
No.
depends. But no.
What's the difference? Like
What are you looking for?
My nail fell off.
Oh,
but
it's probably on the ground.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
because like I'm not really versed in like cock ring technology.
Uh-huh.
What is the like? Are they?
I think
Do they do something more than just like hold it? Like what would make it
Dipper,
expensive?
you're the pervert.
some of them are stainless steel or metal. This one was clearly plastic as described.
Okay.
Sometimes there are 3 holes.
Oh, for the balls?
So the
For the
balls,
balls? Yeah.
so like the balls drop down, the cock goes through, and then the other hole would be for the base. So it's like each thing is separated.
And what does that do?
It just
Some people like their balls being pulled on.
tugged down and then tightened
Oh.
up.
And then the cock ring itself will trap blood in it so it won't go flaccid. It
Inflate.
just stays hard
Yeah.
and turns purple and cold eventually.
But I think it's
For
about
real?
You're like when you tie your finger too tight on
well,
something.
not if you're tied up. I know guys who just they have like a piece of string
Oh.
and it's they just they
Oh.
sort of wrap it up.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there are drawstring ones that have the little. It's like a sort of a rubbery,
Like when you go camping.
a rubbery loop, and then
Like
it
a
has like a
sweatpants.
little
Like a
thing.
sweatpants, like a
Yes,
zoop.
exactly. So there are many different types.
Oh,
Like a-
I don't think
wow.
that
pull tight on a luggage.
much of them are that expensive, but I will say
Mm.
like
Sometimes sex stores
finding
do.
a good one that really works for you. It's like you got to kiss a lot of frogs. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And so it is good to find one that makes sense.
okay.
And you know what? The more you know.
So I've gone back.
Truly.
I've gone back to places. All right, I have one more for us.
You went back because you wanted seconds, not because you needed your cock ring.
Hey, Slops. One time I hooked up with this truck driver. He was a truck driver for Disney on Ice, and he was in my area. And we hooked up on an app. And when I went to his hotel room, super hot, a little bit older guy, and we started going at it. He started rimming me, and then he started fucking me, but I didn't really feel it when it was going in, and
Lucky.
he later told me that when he was eating me out, he had a cough drop in his mouth to numb me, because he was pretty big guy, and I wasn't super worried, but he was very thoughtful in that regard. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool that he went to such lengths to make sure I wasn't in pain. Whoa!
Oh, that's the new Wicked riff.
Oh, okay.
Thoughts on this?
I don't like that at all. I feel like you're gonna need to tell me if you're doing something like that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I didn't know where this was going, but the thank you, I really said, wait, like, what if you were allergic to? Like,
Yeah.
what, you can't just. Also, like, doesn't that? That's not like safe. Like
No, I don't think it's meant
if
for
you're like,
numbing
yeah, I'm like,
anything
you're
but
not
your
s-
throat.
You shouldn't be
you
numb.
shouldn't be numb, so you
No.
can know what's happening
something's-
inside of your body.
Going wrong.
And also, you don't know the capabilities of that bottom. He may be like, bring it on. This
And
is
then
no
was like,
problem
huh.
for me. And then he said he couldn't feel it. You stole his pleasure, sir.
And it could have damaged him potentially.
That thank you is kind of wild, right?
Mm-hmm. He said, "Wow, how thoughtful." And I said, "Whoa, you need to set more
Not
boundaries."
less. Yeah.
Mr. Disney on Ice was like, I've run into too many problems, and this tonight's got to be a win for me. So I'm pulling up that lozenge.
How do you? How do you even come up with that or think of something like that?
It's like a little bit of Listerine in the douche water. How do you think of that?
Wait, do
Dude.
people do that?
It's
People do
been-
that.
Does that not burn?
I would assume
It burns
does.
my mouth. Why would it not burn your ass?
I think it's like a droplet.
Well, then what's the point,
Freshness.
girl? We're doing too much back there. Just
I think
let
it should be
live.
like, if
Then
anything,
just
it
put
should
an
be
Altoid
like,
in your asshole. Like,
it should be tea tree oil.
Need some
something-
organic.
Yeah, something a
Yeah.
little less burny.
a mojito.
Yes.
Ooh, muddle up some
Get
mint.
some mint in there.
I know what you do with that muddling tool when you're off the clock. You better muddle up some mint in that booty hole.
That's nuts.
I
Yeah,
don't
wanna
like
taste my
that, and
ass?
I
It
think
tastes
that
like
if you
mojito.
enjoyed that, then good for you. But know that also that may have been crossing a line.
Yeah, you may have been a victim.
And on that,
Dwayne,
Dwayne, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
being
being
here
here.
today and
I hope you
listening to
enjoyed
that. I hope you're not
yourself.
traumatized too much from that.
No, trauma. Who's that? I grew up in it. I'm used to it.
what do you want people to be on the lookout for?
Me.
Where
Hey.
can I see you?
Y'all watch The Blackening is streaming.
Fun.
You can find it on Amazon Prime, Stars,
Love.
Hulu, wherever those places
all
be.
the girls.
Go watch it. It's so
Um,
funny. We were
it's
all
great.
scream cackling in the theater.
Yeah. What else is happening? Oh, it was just announced yesterday. I'm in this new Apple TV show.
Fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. So that's cool.
What's the name of the show?
It's called The Studio.
The Studio.
Studio.
Shout out to Seth Rogen. I love that man.
Oh, nice.
And
I
Evan
love him too.
Goldberg. Yes.
And you're also on the Upshaws.
The
you pop
Upshaws
in and
is
out
coming
of the
back.
Upshaws.
It's coming back soon.
Hey.
I
April
love that
in
show.
April. Yes. That's so nice. I forgot because I've come back every season. It's been really cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Upshaws.
That was quite
We
the
love rich
shock and
people.
reveal.
Yes.
That the son is gay? I don't think you watched the show.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't watch
Yeah.
I auditioned for the Sun. They said, push it up. And I said, I can't. I'm kidding.
You're like, that's trauma.
And then they
That's
said,
the trauma there, baby.
but you're going to be the boyfriend. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
You're,
I
gonna
can't.
be you're like, I seduced him with the
I said,
swish.
"Ah." I said,
Call me Hector with the good bus.
I said, but you love me,
Oh
don't you?
my
You must
God.
find a part for me.
Where can everyone find you on social media?
At Dewayne Perkins, DEWAYN.
Oh yeah, you got your name.
Yeah. Oh, I just got it recently. Power. I took it from this. I've been trying to get it for years. And there was this old man who I assumed may have passed. And I said, because I sent him a message years ago. And I said,
Mhm.
give it to me. Give it, I'll pay you. Then he did it. So then I talked to the man, Mark Zuckerberg. And I said, give it to me. And they did.
What was
I
your
love
old handle?
Oh, just my name with the initial in the middle. There's a K.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You said, give me what's mine.
I
Yeah.
said, give me what's mine.
Well, I'm glad that old man died.
Same. R.I.P.
All right, give him the old outro,
I
meatball.
mean,
Sorry, what?
R.I.P.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at sloppypod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com, or always call into our Fuck Talk storyline at 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Let me do the new one. Goodbye.
Yeah, and if you want to
So,
sign up
yeah.
for Mom Plus Gold, you get our full episodes uncensored, our full video episodes, and you get them 1 day early, plus monthly episodes of Sloppier Seconds and all of Mom Podcast premium
Give 'em a little
content. So you can sign up at mompodcast.plus. And we'll flex on out of here. We'll see you next time. Slay.
To get access to our full uncensored video episodes ad-free and 1 day early, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Engineered by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.